Okay, Shalom. Before I begin, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our power, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors unto my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the men who rule well, the men who taught us this truth of the Holy Scriptures through the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Shalom, Barakim, La, Bakayarim, Yasharala. Peace and blessings be to the elect of Israel. Alright? And pretty much, I got some scriptures that I want to speak on, scriptures that I'm going to bring out because, you know, these things are happening and the scriptures are speaking. The scriptures are coming to life before our very eyes, man. All right? You got the quarantines happening. You got Italy on lockdown, man. You know, that's all. Those things are prophetic. All right? And I'm going to go into the scriptures, Lord willing, and edify. All right? Lord willing. All right? We also got New York. It looks like they're going on lockdown as well. I believe, I'm not sure if it's just the upstate New York, or if it's New York City. I'm not sure. Lord's will, I can look into it later and maybe make a video on it. But things are happening, and I'm going to bring out some scriptures now, right? Because that's what it's all about. The words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Salakia for the noise. I'm close to a busy road. But this is Habakkuk 2:2. And the Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Yeah, which the vision is talking about the prophecies. All right, it says make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, which is what us men, all right, we believe ourselves, to be men of the Lord, because the Spirit of the Lord is supping with us and teaching us how to, when we're beginning with the elder apostles, they're teaching us the scriptures, and the Spirit of the Lord supping with us, we're able to understand, we're able to get the substance from these words. And we're making it plain upon tables unto you listeners, okay? Unto you elect, all right? We the scriptures that are in here, we have the ability to understand it and to break it down to another, all right? And that's what we're doing. We're making it plain unto you. We're telling you what it is. We're going into the scriptures, bringing out, the prophecies and letting you know what's going on, all right? According to the scriptures. Now, here's the point in verse 3. Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, right? Because the vision is the prophecies, and they're there for an appointed time, all right? It's when the Lord set it up to happen, all right? That's when the prophecies are going to take off, right? I'm going to keep reading. But at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? And we're clearly in the end, because the things that the Lord, all right, has in his word, the things that the Lord spoke, all right, by his holy men, the things that the prophets, the visions that they had, the visions that they were given, all right, are happening now, man. And we can see it, okay? We got martial law coming, all right, gonna come into effect, all right? We got lockdowns in Italy, all right? We got pestilences, famine, death everywhere. The idols of Egypt being moved right now. You got celebrities dying, celebrities getting sick, going broke, You got our people being put to death out here at a crazy rate, at a fast pace, so to speak. These are the things that are happening. These are prophetic things, okay? These are things that the Lord said were going to happen, and they're happening. That's why it says, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Pestilence is one of the prophecies that even our Lord Hamashiach Yahweh Shai spoke about, okay? All right, Salakia, let me see. And like I was saying, pestilence is one of the things that our Lord Yahweh Shai spoke about, okay? But I'm going to read right now in 2nd Esdras, all right, this, the 15th chapter, about something that Ezra prophesied about that's happening now and that will come to America for sure, okay? Thus saith the Lord. So first I'm going to start at 2nd Esdras 15 and 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, right? Which, this is talking about America, all right, when you look deeper into it, which would be, if I did go into it right now, it'd make the lesson a whole lot longer. But the point is that Egypt here is talking about America. That's why it says with plagues as before. Because the same way how the Lord, when you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans were in Egypt in the ancient world, when we were there in the ancient world, the Lord plagued Egypt before we left, all right? And it says as before, because he plagued Egypt and he plagued ancient Egypt, and now in the new place of our captivity, spiritual Sodom and Egypt, which is America, he's going to plague this place as well. Okay, the ultimate and last final plague being the thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs, all right, which will destroy America. All right, that's the final plague. But before that, all right, let's read about it. Before that final plague, there's going to be other plagues, and this coronavirus, all right, Lord willing, it gets worse and worse, is one of those plagues, man. All right, is a pestilence. Okay, Lord willing, this is the one to just, usher in all these other things, all these the economic collapse, that's a plague. Martial law, that's a plague. The chip coming in, that's prophecy being fulfilled, and that's that. Once the chip, is implemented mandatory, man, the kingdom is right there. It's like you can feel it. But once the chip is implemented, that's when it'll be like time. That's when it's like the end is close. But I'm gonna keep reading. This is 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. No, I'm gonna finish it off in 11. Egypt with and I will smite and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Right, because that's the thermonuclear missiles that's gonna do that. The Lord's gonna destroy all the land. All right, it's not plural; it's land thereof, because the Lord's gonna destroy America. All right, by the way of thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs. Verse 12: Egypt shall mourn. Right, this place is gonna mourn, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna grab. Let me see if actually really quickly I'm gonna check if I should even grab it. I don't want to jump ahead of myself. Slovakia. Isaiah 19 and 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail. And this is talking about America. Shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. And the Lord said that He's going to destroy the council, because what the powers of this place, the same way how ancient Egypt was plagued and showed the people that their gods were nothing, and that Yahweh, all right, Bashem Yahweh Shai is the one true power, man. That's going to happen here. Because here you got different gods. The woman is one of them, because people here worship the Queen of Heaven. All right. You got Molech, People here worship, money. Everything under the sun, man. Or Satan, except only the men of the Lord worship Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is going to show that he is the one true power, man. All right, they're going to fear his name from the rising of the sun to the west, man. Thus saith the scriptures. Okay, so verse 13. 2nd Ezra 15 and 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Right. All right, let me get one of the plagues. I want to get very specific with it, so I'm going to jump ahead to verse 15. I'm going to start at 14. 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Right. All right. The destruction of the 2/3 and the heathen draweth nigh, man. Esau, most importantly, one of the most important ones. Okay. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. Right. You're going to see that out here, man. You're going to see people out here killing each other in America. That's one of the plagues that is coming to America. All right. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. Which sedition, if I'm not mistaken, means an uprising, a civil unrest, an uprising against civil authority. Okay. I'm going to keep reading. So, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. Right. Because that's what's going to happen. Because with this plague of pestilence, all right, let's say that a whole city is quarantined, right? You can't leave your house or anything. Well, when you run out of food, and let's say that the government does supply you with food, well, what if they decide to cut that off or something like that? All right, and you're just left to die. People aren't going to take that shit, man. All right, people bug the hell out, especially here in America. People here, the diet of America is straight chemicals. People don't eat real food here. All right, maybe in other countries. So people here, once they start, once they start having withdrawals from the drugs, which is the food that you're eating, they're not going to be able to take it. Their body's going to crave it, like a drug, like how they're going to have side effects. You have, people are going to have the withdrawals of the food, so they're going to bug the hell out and just start killing each other, man. Or just eat just any old garbage, man. I'm going to keep reading. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another, right? That's what they're going to do. They're going to seize each other's things, man. Killing each other, all right? They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? The authority, those are authoritative figures. They're not going to look at them like how they do now. Now you got Jake fearing police, Jake wouldn't dare break the law in front of a cop. But in those times, when there's a scarcity of food and water, clean water and clean food, when it comes down to surviving, your kids may not be eating. Hey, Jake is going to, or everybody, they're going to look at it like, yeah, I don't give a shit about the police, man. And the police, shoot, they're going to be taking care of their families, I'm going to keep reading. And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right, that's what's going to happen, man. Verse 17, a man, this is one of the points here. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right. And that's what's going to happen. That's exactly what happens in a quarantine, man. Okay. Let's say your whole neighborhood is locked down. All right. Let's say you don't live with your parents or something like that. Let's say that you don't live with or live close to your mom. You don't live in the same neighborhood as your mother or your father. Salakia, your father or your mother. All right. And, he or she lives the next city over. Imagine you being quarantined. You're not gonna be able to go to that city to be able, or martial law kicks in over something else, or no, because of the pestilence or something like that. Because that's what's going on right now. Salak. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna reread this precept because I was speaking about the pestilence. Okay, because we see that coronavirus is causing all these issues right now. You got the quarantines and things of that nature. So this is 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm going to reread verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, right? Because that's martial law right there. That's a martial law scripture, man. All right, because you might desire to go to a different city, but with a quarantine, you won't be able to move around, So what? That's what that's talking about here, man. That's one way you can look at it, man. Okay? Because what? The government, the police are going to be enforcing, the military is going to be enforcing these things, and they're not going to, let you leave your neighborhood, your city, things of that nature, man. Let me see. I'm going to keep reading. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, that's what's going to happen, man. People are going to be pretty much just ravishing through things, man. People, when there's no food, you can only hold people in for a certain amount of time before they just start rebelling, and start an uprising, man. Okay? Verse 19, and a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods. Right, that's what's going to happen, man. Why so? Let's read it. Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Right, man. That's exactly what's going to happen, all right? Because Esau is going to cause these things. He's going to come down having great wrath, which I'm about to get that right now. Okay? Because what? I'm flipping through pages. There we go. So, basically, when all that's going to happen, all right, with all that's happening, you got people spoiling each other, you're going to have the race wars going on and things of that nature, all right, the pestilence, we know that. Well, first off, we have to remember that Esau coming down on the Israelites is a part of prophecy as well, okay? So this is Revelation, the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Right, the devil's talking about Esau, Edom. Okay, so Esau, Edom, all right, is what? He's going to come down upon us having great wrath, man. All right, of course, the elect is going to be delivered, all right, but for the rest of the people, man, they're going to get put to death, okay? They're going to be victims to the Esau's martial law, which martial law means warlike law. All right, that's what martial means, warlike, and law obviously means law, so warlike law, okay. And Esau is gonna have, because with this state of emergency being declared, basically your people like to say it's unconstitutional. Well, when the state of emergency is declared, all right, your rights are out the window, Okay, point blank period. That's just how it is, man. All right, that's as a matter of fact, I'm gonna get one more precept to close out, because that's what Esau does, man. He gives you the illusion of freedom. Okay, gives you the illusion of freedom, and he's such a damn devil. All right, because the average people don't know that when a state of emergency is declared, you now no longer have rights. All right, this is Isaiah 10:1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, which is exactly what Esau Edom does, man. He makes these laws and things of that nature, man. They're unrighteous, man. All right, Esau can't be righteous. You know, the scriptures say, "Let favor be showed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness." You know. So this is, the prophecy that I read, man. This is pretty much what's coming up, man. It's really the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, mentioned in Jeremiah the 30th chapter, the 7th verse, man. It's going to be a time as never was. All right, nor ever shall be, man. All right, and pretty much with this pestilence, it looks like this might actually be the one to cause all these things. It might cause, it's a lot, this might be the one to be like a domino effect and cause the economic collapse, things of that nature, man. And we only hope that it is so that we could be delivered, man. All right, but with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakar, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, the men who rule well, the men who taught us the truth of the Holy Scriptures, and a sincere shalom, wa barakim, la habakarim, ya shalom.